James, welcome back into Golftec in Irvine. So we're taking a look at the initial address position. So as we take a look here, man, I'm happy with the things that you're doing at address. One thing that we did talk about is you still just have that tendency to get a little bit close to the golf ball, right? So just making sure we're the appropriate distance away. And I'll give you a couple things that maybe we can do to just help you feel that a little bit different. So the thing is, if we talk about what we talked about in our last lesson was keeping the elbows close together, right? Well, if we talk about kind of our address position and allowing us to set up a consistent distance away from the golf ball, if I put my left arm on top of my chest and bend forward from my hips, that's going to put me in a very consistent position, right? So that's going to allow me to determine how far away from the golf ball I'm going to be, okay? And then in our last lesson, what we focused on was, you know, keeping those elbows nice and tight together using your body, and you're doing that really, really well, man. I mean, you're turning your shoulders 54 degrees, your hips 36. It's beautiful. That's really good, okay? So we're getting up to the top here, you know, and we see some decent wrist positions, but look at the rotation, right? And then those arms are out in front of you this way, aren't they? Right? So on the way down, you have a really good issue. You swing the club on a very shallow plane, okay? And what that causes is us to hit the ball thin sometimes, right? Doing a good job with releasing the club through impact. We see a lot of green numbers right there, right? So I'm very happy with the things that you're doing, and honestly, I think if we can just focus on the plane, you'll hit the ball really solid. Okay, I just held up the alignment rod here on one swing and just asked you to make something over it on the way back and over on the way through, and you just flushed that little pitch shot, didn't you? Yeah. So let's focus on that plane. We'll be in a good spot. So, you know, in terms of, you know, what we're going to see, you know, if we pull up a guy like Tiger, right? So there's his setup position, right? And as he comes down, notice how that club stays on top of that primary plane line. So he's hitting a cut in this picture. So we essentially need to feel a little bit more of that cut, that fade type swing, right? But you'll probably hit the ball very straight or probably a little bit of a drop, okay?